What is up, my golden necrophiliacs? Are you ready for Spawn issue 58? I am. Let's go. Two boys have escaped a juvenile detention center and are traveling on their own. They don't know what to do. They need to find one person inside of this man-made jungle called New York City. They meet a man called Snake, and Snake tells them that in order to protect his brother and feed him, he has to work for it. By work for it, that means selling drugs. At first, Eddie was doing this mainly for his brother Andy, but later on it started to become more about power and money. Before we get into this next segment, I want to mention to you guys that Spawn is actually a pretty gifted engineer. He was actually able to rebuild Overkill in one of the more recent issues when he brought him back, and he knows a lot about cyborgs and how they work. Spawn discovers a tracking implant inside of Cygor's body, and then he destroys it. The government starts freaking out because he just fucking destroyed the tracking implant, so now they don't know where the hell Cygor is. They inform Jason Wynn that Cygor has been lost, and he tells them, "I trust that you'll be able to discover him and keep this from the public with all the police officers on your payroll." Andy and Eddie walk through the alleyways to go and find Spawn, and then Cog comes out saying, "Beware! For he does not like to be bothered," and then they tell him that they're friends of Spawn. They slowly step into Spawn's throne room. They approach his throne, and then Spawn arrives behind them. Eddie immediately hugs Spawn and tells him, "Hey Spawn, it's been a long time," and all that shit. Then Spawn's like, "Who are you?" And he says, "You don't remember from Alabama, Eddie and Andy?" If you don't remember who these characters are, go to Spawn issue number 29 and you'll figure out who they are. So anyway, Spawn says, "Did you finally get away from your father?" And then they mention how they actually shot their father and they got sent to a juvenile detention center, and now that they've escaped, they need someone to take care of them. Spawn says it's not his problem, and then Eddie gets kind of pissed off at this, saying, "Alright, whatever, let's just go back where we came from." And Andy says, "No, Snake is making you do bad things, such as selling drugs, etc." And then Eddie starts to walk off. Eddie arrives back at Snake's house, telling him that he was in the alleyways with Spawn. And this dude says, "What? Spawn? No way." So they decide to go there to whack Spawn. Snake comes out, aiming his gun at Major Forsberg, thinking that he's Spawn, which obviously he isn't. And then before he even realizes it, his friends are gone. Snake starts sporadically firing shots off and accidentally hits Andy. Then Eddie gets into a rage and pushes him, and then Snake lands on Spawn's spiky throne, and it impales him and kills him. They get Andy to a hospital, and the bullet thankfully just grazed his arm. After that, they return to Spawn's alleyways, telling them that they wish Spawn could come with them, and Spawn says, "So do I, but just like you, running away won't solve my problems. Take care of yourselves." And they go off. Now, Snake is another sinner, a part of Spawn's throne. That, my friends, wraps up Spawn issue number 58. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, well, I know some of you would like if I slapped your ass, but I ain't gonna do it this time, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.